Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door Shudder coming back to you with a brand new Minecraft mod pack Let's Play. Today we are in Tekkit 2, and this is episode 1. This mod pack adds quite a bit, of course. We have 174 mods. This is a sequel to the original Tekkit mod pack, but there are some major differences, and of course we will see those as we go on. Let's just hop into this. If you guys are curious about the mod list, link in the description for the actual page. This is through the Tekkit launcher and not CurseForge or FTB launcher or AT launcher or any of those kind of things. Tekkit launcher is where this is at. Link in the description for all that jazz. And let's get right into this. So we're just going to call this LP. And I believe, let's throw a seed in here. Let's go 18, 19, 20. And then we'll just type in shut door. Okay, keep everything normal. There are no other world types. We'll click there, create new world, and let's get right into this. So first things first, Matmos is actually in this pack, but I have disabled it. For some reason, it did not pop in the bottom left like it usually does. But all you need to do to disable this is either, of course, get rid of the mod, or, go into resource packs, and this will actually be over here. All you do is you just, push it over here and you click done, and it'll disable Matmos permanently. So you don't have to, worry about it every time you load into the world or whatever the case may be. Just wanted to quickly point that one out there because it is something that does get irritating. I remember it always being annoying back in the original Tekkit mod pack. The fact that they added it again, some people like it, some people don't. I'm just one of those people. So right away, you can actually see there is another tab in the inventory that we'll get to in a little bit. But first, we're going to craft up an axe before press the wrong button. Before I actually show you the tab. But if you guys know, this is actually Galactic Craft. So we actually will be flying to some other planets. And I don't think, for some reason, we don't have any hover thing. But yeah, Galactic Craft is in here. Alright, is it called Galactic Craft? I don't even know anymore. Rocket. What is this called now? Okay, it is Galactic Craft. I just can't spell. There you go, Galactic Craft. I just wanted to make sure I was not delusional for a second there. But yeah, Galactic Craft is in this pack, which is interesting. I think it's going to be quite interesting to see what we can do with Galactic Craft, especially because it has been a minute since I've messed with Galactic Craft personally. And also, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, why would they add that? Because it wasn't in the original Tekkit. But, we've got some new additions that are definitely going to be interesting to explore, to say the least, right? And that is going to be, a new adventure that I'm not 100% sure about. I know it takes quite a bit to get into Galactic Craft, so that'll be later game. So we're not too worried about that right now. Alrighty, so I'm going to harvest up some trees. I'm going to go find a place to settle down, and I'll be back in a second. So I see something that is, kind of interesting. And basically, it is oil. I don't know if you guys see this black, pile? I don't even know. Pillar? That's what I'm trying to think of. We also have a forestry, bee type of thing here. I just wanted to quickly come on here and show you guys that. I was actually looking to see if we saw any rubber trees, but I don't see those either. Of course, those are vital to IC2, and that is always a good thing to kind of see. And you would actually be able to tell what is a rubber tree because it has two leaves on top. It's kind of makes it a little bit more obvious. What do we got here? We got blueberries from Benny's Extra Trees. Let's harvest up some of these blueberries. It'll be, good food starter here. And let's quickly grab a sword here, just so we can kill some animals for food. Also, I really don't remember the difference between 1.12, 1.14, 1.15. I believe we won't have bees, actual bees in this pack. I think those are 1.15. It really shows how lack of knowledge I have of modern Minecraft, because I honestly just don't follow it anymore just because of how many updates there are. I know like 1.19 has the deep dark area, but honestly, I'm so out of today's loop just because there's so many updates one after the other that it's kind of just hard to keep up, especially if you have a full-time job and don't really want to sit down for hours on end learning everything anymore. So all right, so it looks like we are getting some food. Looks like we got enough wool for a bed. Let's actually craft that up real quick. Oop. And of course, everything does have EMC and stack EMC, which is awesome to see. Now we have a bed. But yeah, so oil. Let's actually see. Can we mark this? New waypoint. Oil. Oh, nope. I clicked out of it. Oil. Done. There we go. Let's mark that. That'll be good for the future here. Oop, we got some more sheep over here. But I really quickly wanted to talk about something while we're getting some food here. I really, I was kind of thinking, man, I should probably take a little while off, month or so, kind of get things sorted in my life. And honestly, I really kind of don't feel like stepping away. I don't know. It kind of feels like I'm missing something every day. And, I kind of want to just keep on keeping on. I'm gonna honestly love playing this pack because there's no magic, really. I mean, Project E, you could call it magic, but it's simple kind of thing, so I'm not too worried about it. And I am just gonna like messing around with all the tech, seeing IC2 back in a long time. That it has been, right? Like, it's been a hot minute since I've seen IC2, even if it's just a port of the classic and not the newer 1.12 version of the original IC2. It'll be fine, right? I'm excited. I am really geared up to play this for a long while, just because there's so much to do, especially with Buildcraft and now Galacticraft that has been added. Excited. Also, you can see over there that 2-leaf thing right there. That's a rubber tree. That's what I was talking about earlier. So let me get some more resources. We can actually quickly head over to this witch hut here that I see. Might as well. Also, here's another bee, which is like a snow hive, it looks like. We don't have like one probe or Wayla or anything of that sort either, which is interesting. So we're kind of, going off of kind of just knowledge a little bit here. It's like a swamp hive. I don't even know if they're called a swamp hive. We can actually just look up hives and you can kind of get your general idea. So there's wintry, marshy, ender, tropical, water, rock, nether, marble, forest, meadows, and modest. So just, some pretty interesting stuff to look at here, right? Get back here. And it looks like we got a few rubber trees. So let's actually, while we're right here, we just got some tallow. Oh, we got quark in the pack. I didn't even know that one. Huh. Quark. That is interesting. All right, so let's get... I don't remember the recipe fully for this anymore. I don't think it's sticks. I think it's planks. Okay, so there you go. Tree tap. And what we do is we need to look for rubber spots on these trees, right? So we just kind of harvest the leaves a little bit here. Is that one? Did I just see one? No? Or is it different now? Okay, so it's still looking for yellow because I just right-clicked on the tree. Okay, right here. So what you can do is you can right-click and you'll get that. The thing is, though, is if this is still, pertaining to the Classic Edition, if you right-click this again, it'll actually disappear, okay? What you want to do is only right-click it once, and it won't kill that spot. Because if you kill the spot, it'll never generate rubber again. So you can have like a field of these, and as long as you don't destroy the rubber, it should generate over time, okay? And that's kind of what you want to do, is you want to have a few of these near your house, be able to extract a lot of this, and move on, kind of thing. So which is kind of what we're looking for. A little bit more rubber. We can actually get like ore doubling. I believe ore doubling. I don't even know if it's still the same anymore. But grind up your ores into dust. We got like some extra particles or something happening off that zombie. All right. So we're just going to keep on looking for rubber a little bit here. And also we got a rubber sapling. Rubber saplings are actually kind of rare if they've kept the same drop rate. I'm not 100% sure, right? This is old knowledge. But if they did keep the same drop rate, they are pretty uncommon. And that's always interesting. So there we go. It looks like we got another rubber sapling, which is good. You know, we want to get as many of these as we can. Here we go. We'll grab that. Now it looks like we're like in a swamp area. What did I just do? Oh, okay. X is like a zoom in mode for your mini map. Okay. I didn't know that. I accidentally pressed that. All right, no rubber there. Ooh, we got rubber. I'm just going to grab the rubber I see so I don't have to keep doing that. But we got a witch hut here. Let's go in here and slaughter the witch. Nope, no witch in here actually. So let's grab this. Let's grab that. Also, you can use like a centrifuge. I don't know if we have like a... Yeah, we have a JEI integration. So extractor, you can actually get more rubber. But of course, if you just smelt this, you actually just get one. So there is a more effective way to get that. It's just, you know, you have to have better machines and all of that stuff for that. So just keep that in mind here. More rubber. Also, I believe some of these will actually poison you if you get too close to them. I don't know if that's still the thing. I just remember that in the older versions. May not be the case anymore. Some may set you on fire. Who knows? I don't know anymore. All right, there we go. There we go. All the rubber. And I believe the first like machine you kind of want to go for this is a macerator. Let's see here. This thing. Because this is what actually grinds stuff down into... What in the world is that? A stone macerator? Okay, we got a different variation. I didn't know that was in here. But yeah, you've got... stone macerator that'll break everything kind of down into double. Let's see if we can find any ores here. Ore. So there's like diamond. Let's see. I'm trying to find like a normal ore. Here you go. So you got 10, you get 1 per 2. So that is still the same ore doubling type of mechanic here. And we want to get that. Alrighty, so after a little bit here, we have cleared out an area. I think we're going to call this kind of home for now. I've just created a sickle. These sickles are actually really awesome because they clear out, you know, more area of vegetation whenever you hit a piece of grass. So just using this to kind of clear out the area of this small grass and the tall grass and all that jazz, so we don't have to worry about it when we're building. Of course, the recipe for this is 3 flint and 1 stick. For some reason, it's called a stone sickle. Looks more like a flint sickle, but that's all right. Whatever. We are also right next to this kind of cave area as well, and right next to the dark oak forest, I believe is what they're called. Honestly, I can't remember. But yeah, let's get to building a house here. Also, the swamp area is still over there, so we didn't really go too far in distance. I believe like the spawn was over in this direction. Yeah, it's like right here. So we're not too far away from spawn. We also have our bed down and everything. So I'm going to kind of build up a simple house. I'm going to, basically mine cobblestone and stuff so we can actually have a decent looking house. And that's going to take a minute. So I don't want to bore you guys with that. So I'll be right back in a second here. So quickly while I was mining here, I wanted to show you guys something cool about the voxel map. It actually updates to the actual level you're on. So you can kind of see their caves around you. I mean, it's kind of personal opinion. I like it. It's a radar, right? You're going to be able to see around you. I mean, it allows for you to kind of cheese it a little bit more, but this is actually kind of one of the original kind of ideas with mini maps, it would just affect where the player was, not just the top layer. And I don't think a journey map actually allows for you to do this kind of thing. So I just want to, kind of point that out. So this map is kind of, consistent with the original that was in the original Tekkit mod pack. So, alrighty. So after a little while here, we have a house. It isn't complete. And the reason I'm actually doing this is because the second layer can actually be built upon. It doesn't look pretty. I understand. This was kind of just slapped together, right? So we have the first floor, which we'll use for storage and all of that. And the second floor, which is actually going to be where machines are. Hence why I left this 3 gap and why there's an extrusion on the outside, so we can run cables everywhere, right? So we have that cable run, so we won't see that on the bottom. I probably could have made this one like solid side on each, but I decided not to. We've got torches everywhere. We should be golden for now, right? I think what I want to do with the rest of our time is actually look at the stone macerator here. I'm not 100% sure how this works, but we do need redstone, which means that I need to run down here and actually grab the redstone that I saw. Right there, you guys see it? Because I see it. And we'll make this stone macerator, see what the difference is. I think it might just use coal. But you never know. Looks like we got something else here. Some actual coal. Okay. I don't know if like tungsten is in here. I think we just have all basic generic ores. So that's fine. I think tungsten was like in the original Tekkit mod pack that didn't have a use, I believe. It was just there for high EMC value. 9 times out of 10. So either that, you would just ignore it. But I don't think I ever found a use for tungsten. So let's grab this coal real quick here. Let's not forget to put torches down here. We got some uranium, it looks like, and some more redstone. That is awesome. I didn't do too much mining. I kind of just grabbed some iron as I saw it whenever I was making this little area. I had like the staircase down just to gather cobblestone. So didn't grab too much. I just grabbed iron and whatever other ores I saw along the way. That's just kind of needing to happen, of course, because I don't want to just have to come back down here and grab all those ores every single time. But not too much. We're kind of getting deep into the ground, so we're almost hitting bedrock down there, so I like to always just make a staircase. It makes it so much easier just to get up and down to certain depths, of course, because this is the version before Caves and Cliffs. The diamond spawn is on 10, so you do need to get down pretty quick, pretty fast, to get that level, right? So let's see here, stone macerator. All right, so you need, let's press A on that. So piston. Do I have any more iron left? Okay, I do. We need some wood. Let's grab that. And then we need some cobblestone. All right, so we'll grab a piston. We'll grab a furnace. And we need flint. I have 1 piece of flint and a few pieces of gravel. Let me try and get some flint and I'll be right back. All right, so now we got 3 pieces of flint here. We're just going to make the stone macerator. I believe to make the normal macerator, you need to refine the actual iron. Okay, so just throw it in a smeltery and actually be able to get that. This is copper and rubber, so it's a little bit more expensive. So for now, we're going to stick with the stone macerator. We're actually just going to go throw this up here. I'm not 100% sure what this requires. I also don't remember if this is the version with phantoms, so I guess we'll see. Stone macerator. So it looks like it requires just generic power, but I'm still not sure. So let's throw a piece of coal in there. Let's grab some ores. Here's my ores, by the way. Just valuables kind of thing. We'll grab some iron. And toss this in here. Okay, so it is based on furnace. It's basically a furnace that just macerates the stuff. Okay, that is good to know. What kind of ores do we actually have in here? So silver. We actually do have industrial foregoing in here as well, which I kind of forgot about. Looks like we got galactic craft planets ores, ruby, sapphire, peridot, and electrotine, whatever. Looks like we have an N variation and a nether variation. Looks like that's about it. Dark diamond, dark emerald, dark lapis, and firestone. That's all railcraft, of course, sulfur as well. Okay. Just kind of curious. I don't really know what all ores we have. So let's just toss some coal in here. It looks like it does 2 per coal. I mean, that's not really the greatest, but if it allows for us to get this stuff faster, that'd be awesome. And what we can do is we could probably just immediately start working on this stuff, right? Of course, the machine block one. Yeah, so let's actually go downstairs and grab some rubber. Or grab the actual sap stuff. Where is that at? So in here, resin. That's what this is called. Okay. Grab some coal. All right. We'll throw some of that in there. We'll get some of that so we can start working towards that stuff. All right, so we've got 8 of that, and we're actually going to pull this out for now. And we'll just throw this into the furnace. Let's make another furnace here. Another furnace. Right? We'll just throw this bad boy over here for right now. And we'll throw the iron dust in there. And I'm just going to repeat smelting that after that's done. We're getting enough rubber. We do need 6 per. So let's actually grab some copper. So we can actually start smelting that up. To get that as well. Okay. And then copper. Let's just throw 2 pieces. Actually, let's go 4. Let's go 4. That'll be fine. All right. And I'll be back once I have everything to make a normal macerator. We actually, before I do that, we also need like a coal generator of some sort. What is it called? Let me make sure I'm actually doing this right. Industrial coal. Generator? Just generator. That's what it's called. Okay. So it looks like we need RE batteries. Looks like we'll need some tin. All right, let's bookmark that. Of course, there's geothermal, thermal generator, and liquid. I don't know what the difference between these two are. Geothermal. Okay, so this is actually a better version of the geothermal generator. I believe this is just off lava. So we could probably figure out a way to automate lava. I don't think that'd be too difficult, honestly. Of course, I could be wrong. I have no idea what that is. We do have like the volcanic amulet, which is much later on. We could EMC lava buckets later on. We could actually do bottler. So if we actually had the ability to get, what is that, sand and phosphor? Huh. So there's definitely some interesting ways we could look at automating a lot of things, right? Of course, EMC is probably one of the best. You could probably get a pump, right? I'm pretty sure there's pumps in here. We got buildcraft, we got industrial forgoing, and we've got industrial craft as well. And I don't think we have like a fabricator of any sort for lava. I know industrial foregoing used to have like a lava fabricator, but it doesn't anymore. So, and apparently it was before 1.12 that it was taken out, so that's interesting as well. But yeah, so let's see about getting a generator, a macerator, tier 2 kind of situation, and I'll be right back. So actually, while I'm doing this, let's talk about some things here. So industrial foregoing actually doesn't have the complicated dissolution chamber crafting recipes in this version. As of 1.12.2, it's not in here. So you really won't need a whole lot of things to get into the plant sower, the harvester, I believe is what it's called. So let's actually do that. Let's see, what is it called in this? It might just be, so plant seed and saplings to be plant gatherer. That's what it's called. I always kind of forget what that's actually called, but gatherer, which the recipe, I mean, it needs gold. It needs quite a bit of iron. Of course, you need plastic, which is dry rubber, tiny rubber, latex processing unit, which is the fluid extraction, all of that stuff, right? So I'm thinking what we can do is actually head towards that in the next episode kind of situation. I will do mining off camera. Once we get the macerator and all of this stuff up and going, we can actually get a pretty decent setup due to the fact that we have just a little bit of ore doubling, right? It'll make everything just a little bit quicker. Of course, the industrial craft, two different mods: industrial foregoing, industrial craft. Industrial craft is a bit slow, right? The macerator I'm expecting is kind of going to be the same speed as a furnace. It just requires power. And of course, power can be done with coal, lava buckets, wood, all of that stuff. So if we get a tree farm going, what I'm thinking is we could actually use the logs and stuff that we're getting, or charcoal we're getting from the harvester and sower and gatherer, or gatherer and sower, sorry. We could actually use that to put that in the macerator and give us power for our industrial craft machines. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So it would take a little bit, of course, to get up to that level, because we do need to get plastic and tiny rubber and latex, which also requires us to get some sort of block placer, which I'm not sure what we actually have in that kind of realm. It looks like we would have to use this kind of block placer, or even this one. I don't know how this one would work, but we could look into it, right? So definitely some exploration in that kind of realm is needed. So just keep that kind of in mind. That's kind of what we're going to gear up towards, is getting a tree farm as soon as possible. We could do a Steve Karts one in the future, which would be pretty cool, because I love seeing those happen. But of course, it's just going to take time, especially because Steve Karts is a lot more expensive with iron and all of that jazz. And of course, right now, this macerator is slow. I believe the macerator still have like the overclock upgrades that are acceptable. We have a quantum overclock now, which is like a plasma core, magnets, plasma cells, advanced alloys. Ooh, that looks awesome. Honestly, kind of scary, but awesome. Huh. Interesting. So, a lot of cool things to look at. Alright, so quickly here, we're going to make an iron furnace, which is just this bottom recipe here. And we're going to make a generator, and we're going to make the macerator here. Of course, we have cables. We have a redstone engine from Buildcraft and some advanced wooden transport pipes, which I don't know why I made advanced. I thought I built another one. But if we look at Buildcraft pipe, this is the actual normal recipe. The one I just built was with wooden gears. I think this has like filtering and stuff. Extraction pipe allowing simple item filtering. I don't know if I need that. That was just an oversight on my part. But let's get this placed here. So we'll put generator, macerator, and under here, we will then put... Oh, my pickaxe broke. Put the cabling. And we probably need to get some sort of furnace. I don't know. At industrial furnace, we have iron furnace, electric furnace, so we need to make an electric furnace. We'll get to that in a second here. So real quick, we're going to toss in 10 of this bad boy. That should start generating power. You can see, looks like we've got quite a bit of different upgrades that are available to us. Let's see here. Upgrade. So we've got a whole lot of upgrades. I can see that now. So we've got, like, of course, the overclocking, the transformer upgrades, energy storage, redstone sensitivity, redstone inverter, import, export. Okay, so we could actually import out of these machines now if we really wanted to. It's a bit more expensive, but that's fine. So there's, a lot of upgrades. Fluid. Efficiency, saw blade, durable saw blade. Huh. Pretty cool stuff to look at. But yeah, we got macerator, so we could throw in our, copper in here. Of course, this is going to take a minute. Overclock upgrades require 10k coolant, which is, looks like a water bottle, some sort of water with 10 ingots to make 10k. And then those require copper and electric. electronic, not electrical, electronic, and okay. I mean, that's not terrible. It looks like you can do 60K to get 3 of them, or 6 of them, several of those to get 8. Okay, so there's quite a bit of ways we could definitely get overclocking. Of course, these do require more, what are they called? More power. That's what I'm trying to think of. Took me a second. But yeah, we're making that. So what we want to do now is actually grab the electric furnace, which I think we need a little bit more iron for. So before we head down here, let's actually swap these two out. And let's go for iron. I'm not sure what this upgrade really is. It looks like it's a muffling upgrade or a muffler upgrade and a mute upgrade. So there's that option. It looks like every time you open it, they actually change. So I guess you can put any upgrade in these slots as long as they actually pertain to these machines. At least that's what I'm looking at here. So you got an efficiency upgrade. That's pretty cool. Okay. Loudness upgrade. Does that just make it louder? That'd be funny. Just make your machines louder and louder. Slowness upgrade. That's a bit weird. Not 100% sure know why you'd want that. XP collector. Huh. Tons and tons of interesting stuff that has been added into this. And a lot of things to look at, that's for sure. Also, I just realized you can make carbon fragments. Or fragmented carbon. And that's basically like one piece of coal. Or one piece of coal equals 8 of those. And then 8 of those equals 1 item per piece. So you basically can smelt 8. Still, just one at a time. So that's pretty cool. So we kind of got like a miniature coal type of situation here. And we need actually 5 of these and a furnace to actually make the electric furnace here. So let's just make that. Grab that. Looks like we need 1 more piece here. Here we go. And you just do this to make a furnace, iron furnace, and then the electric furnace here. Looks like we need some more cables. That's fine. And we also don't have like refined storage or anything, by the way. This is going to be basically pure just chests. I believe we have iron chests in here, but I'm not 100% sure. So we got to look at that real quick as well. Let's see. Add iron chest. Okay, we do. Iron chest with a whole bunch of shulkers. That is pretty cool. So we have stuff that we could actually move around and all that jazz if we really wanted to. Alright, so for now to import this, we're actually going to go make another pipe because I forgot about that. Let's go for cobblestone and glass. I don't know if this is the actual recipe. I think it might be or might be stone. Okay, so cobblestone transport pipe. That's exactly what I was wanting. And what we'll do is we'll come up here, we'll put this here, and we'll throw this here, and we need a lever. All right, and this should start moving. Maybe. Okay, let's do... I don't have a pickaxe anymore. Let's go try and make a wooden one here. So that requires a glass pane and some wood. Definitely need to get some wood between these episodes. What was the recipe? It's a piece of glass block, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So let's try this. It might just be because the way I'm trying to export isn't the correct direction as well, so we'll see about that as well. I'm not 100% sure. These machines are definitely different, of course, than the original, so we're kind of trying to figure this out real quick. Let's see. So what I'm trying to think about now is a wrench. Because I don't know if these actually do break. I don't want to test that right now. I need bronze. That's not going to happen. Okay. We're just going to break it with a pickaxe, which we don't have because I broke my pickaxe already. Alright. That is fine. To be discovered another day. Yeah, because this is definitely receiving redstone power. That's what that shaft change color is. Let's see here. So let's go pipe. That's the advanced ones. I don't want the advanced ones. Alright. Okay, there you go. So now that is working. So yes, it is side specific. That's what that means. And of course, we'll throw some coal in here. And we can now start furnaceifying this, smelting it, whatever you want to call it, which is good. So now we're getting pretty decent here. I'm going to let this run between this episode and next, work on a few more things here, and we should be good. You know, let's start working towards plastic, and I believe that should be pretty interesting, especially because we need to, you know, get wood to make wood. So, with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay awesome. Bye-bye.